Hey, it's Dan Diggler, day 6 of I Ain't No April Fool, 30-day marketing challenge. And I think it's karma or something because I came down with the flu the same week that I told all of you 80% of success is showing up. So even with the flu and a fever as high as 102, I'm still going to make video and content for you guys because I've been hearing that you've been enjoying it, and I love sharing, my experience. So today, I'm going to talk about task management. And I know when it comes to productivity, I'm a big proponent of lists and making effective lists. So I'm going to share with you a couple of journals that I've used in the past and kind of the methodology of how I go about prioritizing my tasks. So if you've used the time blocking exercise of blocking out your week, and then you've also done the time management matrix, you should pretty much every week and every day be down to just working on the most important tasks of every day. So then the question becomes is, how do I manage those every day? So the methodology that I like to use is prioritizing the tasks of the day before. So when you prep the night before for the following day, you're setting yourself up for more success and more productivity, because you're not going to let the next day's emergencies or fires get in the way of what you have to do. So it's a great little tool to make sure that you're going to start working on the right things right away the next day. Of course, as things, in that time management matrix move up into the important and urgent box, it may have to supersede some of the tasks on your list. But all in all, you should be working on the most important things. So what does that actually look like? Well, I've used 2 journals to help with productivity. One is the Productivity Planner by Intelligent Change. You can go to intelligentchange.com to check them out. And so the way this one works is basically they have you list out your top 5 tasks for the day with a single line for your most important. And then they actually have you track time in Pomodoros about how much time have you spent on a task. And so the method for this one is basically you start with the first one and you don't move to the next one until you finish the first one. And that ensures that you're working on the most important thing first, and you're not moving on or getting distracted until that most important thing is finished. Now, whether or not I've used this journal or just a normal notebook, I follow that same methodology. And recently I've needed something a bit more holistic that takes into account maybe quarterly goals and my yearly goals, and then also my personal life. And so I've moved on to Michael Hyatt's Full Focus Planner. And this planner has got pages for annual goals. It has pages for quarterly goals or quarterly projects that help you track, what's your motivation for them. It even has pages for, your quarterly, monthly calendars to fill in. And what else? We were talking about time blocking. So part of that is like daily rituals. What do we do to start and end the day? And it even has, a blocking for your ideal week. So if you're really liking everything that I say, you could probably tell that I'm heavily influenced by what's going on here, and then I found a lot of success because a lot of what I'm sharing, granted, also a lot of what I read about elsewhere. So this journal then takes all of that, and then it actually has you focus on really just the top 3 items every day. And then it has a whole section for additional tasks, etc. And then it has a breakdown for what your day looks like. But in here, because you're talking about your daily big 3, you do the same thing. You put your top task first, your next highest priority, and then the third highest priority. And the goal is just to get those 3 things done. Look, if you can get the 3 most important things done every day, you're going to be so much further than if you hadn't been using a list or anything like that. Because what's the math? If you just do 1% better day over day, you end up being 3,000% ahead than if you were just shooting for, say, 20% growth. So just doing those top 3 things might be more than what we're already doing. And I know for me that was true until I started using this, that I wasn't getting as much done as I could have because I wasn't working on the right things. So I'm going to end that video here today and just say, take a look at some journals. Think about building some to-do lists for yourself and prioritizing those to-dos so that you're always working on the most important things. And when things pop up that seem like they're urgent or seem like they're important, really think about the time management matrix and really decide, is this something that I need to fit into the list today, or can it go to the bottom and get reprioritized for the next day, or maybe even for the next week or the next quarter? Maybe it's not important right now. So I want to leave you with those thoughts today, and go out and conquer. Thanks for joining me on day 6 of the I Ain't No April Fool 30-Day Marketing Challenge.